All right, so this is our podcast. We are 4 broke college students just trying to expand our horizons. I'm Evan, and I have 3 roommates with me.
Yeah, I'm Aaron.
I'm Cole.
I'm Austin.
And in preparation for this, I've written down a couple of questions. We've got some topics. Cole came up with a burning question, pun intended.
Wow.
So why don't you start us off, Cole?
Oh, all right. So did you guys know that if you put the top of the candle on the candle, it puts it out?
You want to know why?
Because it takes away the oxygen.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And did you know
That's sick.
if you blow the candle out and then the little
It stays
trail
red.
of smoke, you can relight that and the little piece of flame goes down with it and
I
relights
know
the candle.
if you blow it, watching like Les Stroud from Survivor Man, if you blow the Kindle to keep it warm, keep
Kindling.
it lighted, yeah.
You know how you make that though?
You put a bunch of little...
Nah, you get like the stick, the long circular stick, and...
No, that's to start it though. I'm talking like the little
in
Kindle.
order to get to where you are, you gotta hit
Yeah,
that.
in order to get the Kindle, you have
Oh,
to start
well,
with that.
you could maybe...
Spark,
you know what I
gosh,
mean, though?
yeah.
But like
Sparks.
you could like get a little flint kit, you know, like
Yeah,
Flint,
but like if I'm in
Michigan.
a survival... Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, flint steel? Yeah, no. I'm not trying to
Flint,
Minecraft that
Michigan.
again.
These poor people still don't have water. Last thing they
Wait,
need is fire.
are we like keeping this PG or like can we say whatever?
You can say whatever you want. I don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, within
Nothing
legal.
that will incriminate you.
Yeah, within.
As long as it doesn't get up. Wait.
That's what I was going to incriminate you. We just make eye
It's our
contact.
chance to incriminate Alvin. For all the things he's done.
For all the things that he's done.
We're still making juice in this kid's cask.
First, we can get the kid in our, the guy, not the kid, the man in our building to.
Yeah, he has a mortgage.
This is perfect because I don't know what you guys are referring
Alright.
to. They don't know. So
So-
explain this to me.
Cole and I are at the gym with a couple of our friends.
This is how he looks.
Aaron's there, and Cole said, "What'd you say? You said I saw this guy with some teardrops on his eyes coming out of the elevator."
Yeah.
And so like me, I was like, "Oh damn, he just got broken up with. Like I feel bad for him." And Cole was like, "No, not like." I was like, "Oh shit, like poor dude." But Cole was like, "Nah, they were tattoos." And I was like, "Damn, doesn't that mean he killed somebody?" And Cole was like, "I don't know."
No, it does.
Yeah. I was like, "Yeah." And then Brandon comes out of nowhere and asked if it was filled in or not filled in.
Mm-hmm.
And because if it's filled in, that means that they killed someone. And if it's not filled in, then that means someone from their gang died.
Yeah.
Someone from their gang like got killed. So it's like,
something like that.
so this man, like I saw him today, he had 3 teardrops. I think it was 3, filled in like on his left eye. And I saw him today coming back from the gym, and I had to let Cole know.
Dude, that was
Damn.
the first time I've ever seen that, and it legit like scared
Like
me.
outside of like a prison TV show.
I have seen that, and you will never guess where I saw it.
Chambersburg.
Chambersburg, yes,
It's a
but
trap place, don't worry about it.
Your church.
close. Giant.
Oh,
My
almost a
grocery
church.
bagger was a 60-year-old woman. I shit you not. And she had a teardrop tattoo, and I didn't know what it meant.
Wow.
And I always wondered.
They took someone's life.
I don't know if it was filled in or not. I can't remember. I just remember
No way she was part of a gang though. Some 60-year-old. Well, she might have been back in her prime.
back in the day. I always
Yeah,
wondered
yeah.
like what old people that got tattoos would look like now. What their tattoos look like.
Normal. I think they fade and they kind of stretch with the skin.
They do.
Yeah.
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 Can I read this meme real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
read the
listen
meme,
to-
Aaron.
Why is baked pronounced bake, but naked isn't pronounced Nate? And then the guys, then there's a reply though, because as someone said, English is not a language, it's 3 languages wearing a trench coat pretending to be one. And then there's another reply. Pretty bold to say that since you got named after the sound that a plunger makes, because it's some African name that goes, Google. We don't know what the sound the plunger makes, or is that the water from the toilet? You never really know.
Oh. Because you hit the.
Yeah.
And like you don't know if that's the.
Yeah, how do you spell? How do you spell?
I don't know, let's ask the English language.
It would be
since
like
it's not
it
one.
started with a Q.
Yeah.
Queeckh.
Louis C.K.
Isn't that comedian?
Oh, he like jacked off in front of someone or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
He starts off with talking about.
He was one of my
abortion.
favorite comedians.
Oh yeah, this guy.
I'm still. I would still see him. I don't know. I mean, he was not gonna jerk out in front of me.
You might like it. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not his demographic. So.
You're not a woman.
What'd you think of, Cole?
Evan watches kids. For a living.
For a living, he's in college. That's not his. He doesn't make money off of it.
Dude, he has a
He
job.
doesn't make money off of it.
Yeah, when he worked at the Y, he watched kids.
Oh, you do, and they hit you.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a dangerous Y.
I have so many
Is
stories.
that legal for you to tell that?
To tell what?
The stories.
The stories? As long as I keep their names out of it.
Yeah, as long as he
I can
excludes the
redact.
names,
I
he
can
use
redact
the
the
names.
names.
Yeah, because like, what do you think the CJ professors do? They use the stories that they've been through without the names.
Or my preview
Might just tell
professors
some
that use
crazy
my
stuff.
story.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's just breaking every.
That's
rule.
defamation.
Yeah, I'm glad you got some amusement out of that. Unfortunately, it was not funny for me.
Oh, it was not funny for us either because there's throwing
Yeah.
on the fucking floor.
Hey, I cleaned it up.
At least you threw up on a certain somebody.
Haha,
Wink, wink.
You're right.
My favorite person.
We win those.
Yeah, we hit those.
Oh my. All right, so I've written down some questions that I think would
You
be.
didn't write them. You typed them.
I
You're
typed
lying
them,
to the
and I didn't even type them. I copy and pasted them.
viewers. The other listeners. Yo, good.
Oh my goodness.
I wrote the wrong terminology.
But I thought this could lead to some good debate. I thought this could lead to some interesting answers. So the first question that I wrote down, or copy and
Copy and
pasted.
pasted.
Um,
Cite your sources.
oh shit. Oh god. Hope none of my professors are watching.
Oh fuck.
They'd be so disappointed. What is the sexiest and least sexy name?
Name? Oh, least sexy name for a girl? Oh, yeah.
You could do both.
I'm not into dudes, but least sexy name for a girl? Probably Deborah.
Oh, I don't like
Like,
Deborah.
if I'm piping you, they're like, oh, say my name. And I'm not just going to be like, good shit, Deborah.
Oh, Deborah!
Deborah or like,
I could do a Debbie, but I couldn't do a
No.
Deborah. You couldn't do a Debbie?
because anytime.
I feel like a Debbie is like 160 plus, though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that Debbie is like that nerdy schoolgirl, but not like the hot type of nerd.
I was
but,
thinking
like,
Debbie too.
She's
like
got the
that,
glasses
kind
that
of
are like thick as hell.
Mm.
She can see all of you.
Yeah, you might like that, Aaron.
Nah, I like the other Debbie, not the nerd one.
I know I had an answer for this. Like, there's something that came into mind. For some reason, the name Keith. I don't like the name Keith.
Keith.
It just doesn't come out of the...
Toby Keith.
Yeah, that's the last
Well,
name.
that's
a
last
good
name, yeah.
But he's got two first names.
People with two first names.
Some people can rock that shit.
Speaking
They do.
of...
Like
speaking
like
of...
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Alvin
You know.
Abraham. Abraham's definitely a first name.
Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm not usually a fan of when girls have that, like when their first name is two names. You know, like Riley Ann or whatever.
Riley Ann.
Oh, Riley Ann, yeah.
Yeah, or Christy Beth.
I've never heard
Christy
that.
Beth.
I'm pretty sure
That's
I
sick.
have a
Or
Christy
I've
Beth
heard,
in my
I've heard
family.
of a Joe Beth.
Joe Beth?
Yeah, like JO-BETH.
Wait, isn't that a store?
Mm-mm.
No, that's
Some girl in my family
that's
knows.
Joanne's fabric.
Yeah.
store.
This is one that I think that you guys would really like. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
NASCAR.
That's just a death race.
It's a sport.
No, but it's a death race if you got alcohol.
you're right.
So like,
That would be
instead of like
hilarious.
hydrating themselves during the race, like
They gotta
let's
chug a
put some
beer.
vodka in that shit. Straight, no chaser.
Straight up,
And then
They
once,
gotta hit a
once,
cup.
Yeah, once you run, yeah, you gotta hit a cup while you're driving. But you got cups in the backseat, throw it back there, you miss.
I just love how fast you said that too. Like you were like NASCAR.
I was thinking like
immediately.
physical sports, but like you can like people doing that drunk is just funnier because they fall over. But NASCAR, bro, like how
That shit
fast
has
they're going, how
impact.
close
Yeah.
they're going, like you might
That's
fuck
why
around
they
and
race
die.
in
bro.
You might
Yeah.
see somebody go full bumper cars on that. Like I would love to
Yo,
see.
Cole, could you imagine drunk NASCAR at like Watkins Glen?
Oh,
Yeah.
or like Sonoma.
Well, for you people that if you don't know what Watkins Glen or Sonoma is, like a road course. So there's like hella braking. Like if you go off the track, you're in like fucking dirt or sand.
Okay.
So like it's some tough shit.
Gymnastics would be funny.
Gymnastics would be hilarious. A girl just trying to do a routine, just
Imagine someone just running straight into the horse thingy.
the
Oh,
palm
the
horse,
jump
the
off
palm
of it,
horse,
yeah.
Oh my god, they would.
But I'm pretty sure they would yak midair when they launched themselves because they just wouldn't know what was up
Oh,
and
imagine,
down.
imagine they're like blacked out, right? They do it, they land that shit. But you know how they land and put their hands up? Put their hands up? Straight yak.
Yakking.
Oh my god.
That'd be gross, but it'd be fucking hilarious.
Especially if somebody sticks it. That'd be
Oh,
impressive.
for sure. What do you think, Evan?
What do I think?
Yeah.
So I was thinking track and field, but I was trying to think of which event would be.
Javelin would be funny.
Something
Oh, or
Somebody's gonna
discus.
get
I
where you
was-
gotta spin.
I was
Oh,
thinking-
yeah.
Oh
Or
my
the
god.
hammer throw,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm sure people would say like boxing and shit, but that wouldn't be good. It would just
That's
be
just drunk people hitting
it
each
would be
other.
one person would get a solid
Go to a
hit.
bar.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to think. I like the responses that we got here. That was solid. All right. So what is something that everybody looks stupid doing?
Public speaking.
Interesting.
Like a lot of people look stupid public speaking because either you're really good at it and then you try and be too good and then you just look like a dick. Depending on like if it's like a big presentation and you're really good at public speaking, then some people just try too hard. But like if you're bad at it, then you start freaking out and then you start talking fast. And then when you talk fast, then like you can hear the cracking in your voice when you like fuck up or like when you know something is like not going bad, but then you start to know that you're talking too fast. So then it goes downhill. So you look stupid that way. And then if you're really good at it, then you look like that person that like tried way too fucking hard.
It just loosens your tie up and you're like, let me level with you guys.
Exactly.
One of those guys.
That's my personal opinion.
I think blowing your nose.
Did not. I don't know why. You said blowing it. Blowing your nose.
I don't think anybody can look cool blowing
Sneezing.
your nose.
No, you can.
Sneezing.
Sneezing, yes.
Yeah.
You can look fine blowing your nose.
Why do you say that? Have you seen somebody that...
Yeah, I've seen people just like look like.
And you're like, you look at them and you're just like, wow, that was a handsome nose blow
I
right
don't want to
there.
say handsome, but I'm like, yeah, he blew his nose.
I bet you Beyonce blows her nose like a fucking angel.
I bet when she blows her nose, people are just right there to clean it up for her.
Glitter comes out of her nose.
Yeah, diamonds.
Yeah.
Fucking shits out a golden
Baby.
album. Yeah. some of these are hit or miss. I apologize on the question. They were like 400, and I was just scrolling. And I don't have 400, but I found some.
No way there was 400, dude. So let's talk about the Super Bowl that just happened.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Do you guys think it was shitty?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, for one,
Saints should have been in it.
Yeah, I think the Saints kind of they did get like kind of screwed out of their opportunity. And I think it would have been better to see Drew Brees try and get one because I think he deserves it.
I had to do 225 push-ups because I bet against Brady.
Yeah, but guess what? No matter what the score is, I would never bet against Brady.
Yeah.
Even if he kisses his son on the lips.
There was just nothing good about it. The one they tickled my pickle a little bit with the SpongeBob.
You know,
that was the biggest blue ball in 2019.
Yeah, and like I've been blue balled a lot, but like they played that, and then Travis Scott came and I was like, he's actually kind of a trash performer, I think.
Bro, they only gave him half a verse. They didn't even let him do the whole song. Like, what was the point of that?
That's because I think Maroon 5 was like the
headliners, yes, but their performances were also bad.
Okay, I'm gonna piss some people off, but like Adam Levine, like good looking dude when he keeps his shirt on, he's got the sleeves, but like he takes that off, like I'm not into dudes, but like no, like that's.
It's not
afraid to look every once in a while.
Like a bunch of girls are like, oh my god, Adam Levine took off his shirt, and I'm just like, bro, like.
Oh my god.
You're not like you're a good looking man, but keep it on.
I was in a room full of women, and they screamed at the top of their lungs.
You've ever heard.
It was a little ear bleeding. I'm not gonna lie.
And not as loud as when he broke up with his ex.
Jesus.
Wow. We're talking about Evan?
Yeah.
Some say you can still hear it to this day.
Oh, if you check Twitter, yeah, you can still hear it.
I was just gonna say you can hear it.
There are echoes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
New man, same problems.
I feel bad for him.
You feel bad for him?
I mean, I wouldn't want to hear about my new girl's ex all the time.
Yeah.
I'd probably like.
No,
I've been hearing that noise like someone's coming all the time.
Someone's walked in.
Oh, imagine he heard us in the
I would just
hallway.
give him everything.
Like, give him everything?
Yes, he could take everything.
You think I'd be the first one to die because I'm closest to the door? Like, imagine he has a shotgun, right?
Well, because there's a little doggy door there, and so he can just like poke it through.
Oh, then Evan's fucked. We're alright.
You give me in the kidney. I might bleed out, but
I only need one of them, so like.
Exactly.
Sell the other one on the black market.
Exactly.
I've always thought about that. Like, you get a lot of money for organs. So
No,
like,
yeah, I did a
organ
presentation on it last semester, and so like China, they do illegal organ harvesting. So like, people that are on death row, they die, and then without telling the families or anything, they'll take their organs from them and then cremate that body before the family can like see it, and then they take those organs and sell them for like 40K to like 100K, depending what the organ is. And then, so the government's doing it out of government-funded hospitals and from like their military bases, and people come from like all over the world to China because it's the cheapest to get an organ. So essentially,
Wait, so is this legal or illegal?
it's illegal. So essentially, the government is profiting off of executing death row prisoners by selling their organs to other people throughout the world because it's cheaper to get it in China. And then there's like this whole debate that it's like, well, obviously it's illegal, but it's also like kind of against their religion because like in a sense, like when they die, like they're all about having like their body is like whole and like whole and like not, you know, messed up or missing anything, and then like it's just a whole like bad situation. That was actually interesting because they were still doing it. Like they did it like 10, 15 years ago, and then we're in 2019. I think like 2015 they had like a bunch of laws and stuff enacted, but I think they still do it because I think China's government is kind of messed up, and I'm not really too sure about that.
You don't want to say that too loud. China might come after your ass.
China can come after me. I was gonna say Kim Jong.
Fuck China.
I was gonna say Kim Jong Un, but he's Korea.
Yeah, he's Korea.
Fucker him. Yeah. I think we should just take over Korea, make it the United States.
You think?
I think so. I mean, like, it's probably nothing beneficial over there, but like, I think it would just be cool to just start a war between them or something.
They got a lot of gamers over there.
In South.
Yeah.
Because the South is like.
Yeah, I know.
Where it's at, I guess, out of the Koreas.
Well, you don't
Well,
want to go
it's
to
not a
north?
dictatorship.
It's not a dictatorship.
It's not a dictatorship. Got their K-pop.
What would it be like if we had a dictatorship? I guarantee someone would try and kill the dictator. Well,
100%.
I think people would try and.
I think
people want to kill the current president, but like, obviously no one would. But like, I think that's.
And if it's a dictatorship, nobody else can come after you because once you kill the dictator, like they have to figure all their shit out, and by the time they figure that out, somebody else can just overthrow.
Yeah, but I think it's hard for some. I think it's really hard for someone just to overthrow a dictator once they're dead.
Well,
like you have to have like populace around you supporting you.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a power struggle also.
Who wasn't good? Stalin, he was a dictator.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good dictator.
He was.
He was one of the better ones. Yeah.
He did his job.
Putin's a dictator, right?
No.
Do they have a?
No.
They got a government.
Isn't it just like I don't know.
Stop. Well, they weren't fascist. Like they were communist
Fucking
dictators.
communists.
Like they were like
Marxism.
fascist dictators are the ones that usually get the biggest rap. Like Hitler, but
Well, Hitler's a whole different story.
yeah, we
It's-
don't. Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
consensus on Cuban dictatorship?
What do
Was
you
that
mean?
good or bad?
Fidel Castro.
Yeah, was that good or bad?
Castro's bad.
I think he was.
We don't
bad.
like Castro.
Well, we don't like
Castro.
Castro, but I'm saying like Cubans. Like, was that considered good or bad?
I don't think it was good for Cuba. I don't know. I didn't
To be
do
honest,
my
I'm
not-
research.
I don't know a lot about
It kept
Castro.
them in the
Yeah.
past.
That's
True,
one
yeah,
thing.
I
Yeah.
think that was like one of the worst things that he did was kept him in the past.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back to
Because it
Black
cut him
Ops
off from
1.
all
Oh,
ties.
that's actually like yeah. Because
Like-
to be honest, where I learned like not learned, but like where I just saw some like interesting stuff was like Black Ops. I'm gonna look him up. Fidel Castro. I wanna see
Yeah.
I want to see what he did.
I know.
was
Was Che Guevara?
he was a communist.
Yeah, he was the one that. He was Cuba, right?
Who?
Did
Che
we ever catch
Guevara?
Coney?
Coney?
Yeah, I remember that
Oh,
big
yeah.
thing. Coney 20 something.
Coney
like
I
that.
just
kinda
remember-
died off like Ebola. He just kind of died off.
That's facts. Ebola really did die off.
Dude, I was so afraid of dying of it, and then it just kind of stopped.
I think everyone was because like
Yeah,
it was
and same thing
everywhere.
with the swine flu.
There were two people that came to America with it, but then they got quarantined. They were
Yeah, the
fine.
doctors
Well, the
immediately.
swine flu was like when we were in high school.
So was
So we're
Ebola.
juniors in college
See-
now. So that was probably like senior year of high school.
Swine flu.
No, it was way earlier. than that.
Yeah,
Sophomore?
seventh. It
Ebola
was
was junior year.
So it was
Six-
probably like freshman year.
6th, 7th
Something
grade
like
for
that,
us was when swine flu broke out.
Was it?
That's why
Yeah, I had a
Ebola's
lot of
later.
friends that got
Damn.
swine flu. I never did. Knock on wood. Watch, I'll catch it now.
Dude, swine flu just kind of died out though.
I didn't really understand what swine. I never really got the flu.
I really haven't either.
Dude,
I had
know.
it
They got
once.
swine flu. They got some avian flu. That's all I know.
What does avian mean, Cole? Do you know?
Bird.
Oh, you're on it. You're
Good shit, Cole.
I'm a bird.
good shit,
Don't
Cole.
be coming at Cole like.
I'm a master of birds.
Yeah. No, he's
What's your
probably-
favorite? What's your favorite bird?
All right, so I've always said if I wanted to be an animal, it would be a bird, and I'd be a hawk.
A hawk.
Because no. That's if I'm in like America. If I could be anywhere, I'm going toucan.
Okay.
Because you have
Ooh.
a sick
They're
beak.
protected too, I think.
I think so.
Probably. They don't really have like many enemies.
I don't know many
people that
wanna mess
aside
with a
from
toucan.
What do
humans.
toucans eat?
Fruit Loops.
I knew you were gonna meet them.
But dude, they got a sick beak, beak.
Sick beat.
Sick beats, bro.
We got
MC2
a good
kids.
cereal named after them and all that. And yeah, they're just sick. Like,
Did you know? I don't know if you know. You know the sound that you hear in movies of a bald eagle is actually the sound that a hawk makes.
I know I was walking out on campus one day and I heard that noise. I didn't know what bird it was.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
so, like,
the
if you-
hawk. Our
Dude,
hawk.
Our hawks
It might have
on
been
catches
actually,
on campus. I remember my freshman year. I was walking from our dorm down to the library, and there was a squirrel just chilling, like kind of in the middle of the pathway on some grass. And it was only this one girl, and I for some reason walking like I'm walking towards her, she's coming towards me. This hawk comes out of fucking nowhere from a tree, scoops that squirrel up, and just flies away. And the girl and I just like stopped, looked at each other, and like opened our mouths, and then just didn't say a word to each other and kept going. It's like we had a moment. She wasn't hot though, so I don't think I'd try and talk to her. I don't really remember what she looked like, but like.
See, I had an experience with a hawk twice, but it was the aftermath. He killed the squirrel on the ground, and he was eating it. And I'm not lying. I sat there for a solid 15 minutes watching it. Not because I was like I liked to watch it. I was just so mesmerized by the fact that I was that close to a fucking hawk.
Yeah, but that hawk could have just turned on you and. Like,
I know. It was staring at me. I have a picture of it somewhere. But it was staring me down, like, with the fucking, like,
I think
entrails.
I think a hawk could pick you up.
I saw a hawk pick,
They
not a kid up, but, like, I
deer?
saw it pick something up. Something way bigger than it
saw a
up.
hawk just scoop up and pick up one of my kids. Crazy.
Shit, we lost Timmy.
Oh, I was gonna use Johnny.
Yo, have you guys seen that where Snoop?
There goes Johnny.
Johnny, what are you doing?
Have you seen the things where Snoop Dogg like commentates like animals on YouTube?
Yeah, I heard about that.
There's
Didn't watch
one, and there's like a reindeer that's flying away from like this big ass bird, and it's like.
Whoa, wait, it was flying?
Santa.
There's a reindeer that's running away from this big ass bird that's flying at him. And Snoop Dogg is just like, why the fuck is this like reindeer thing running away from a bird when like it can't even like pick you up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, it could peck you enough and then just kill you.
Yeah. You know what I think is sick to watch? Fucking like animals in like Africa killing other African animals.
That's
Like a
pretty
sick
nuts,
like buffalo just getting fucked up by like 4 lions.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mother Nature doing her thing. The natural selection, which we need it with some humans, but like the measles, the measles outbreak.
Honestly,
That's natural selection, right, Cole?
I mean, it really is.
Anti-vaxxers.
Those are rather gross.
If you think about it, it just weans out the assholes. I don't vaccinate my
It
kids.
doesn't wean out the assholes. It gets rid of the assholes' kids.
Yeah.
Because
But that'll teach them.
But most of the times the assholes are vaccinated because their parents weren't assholes and then they believe something. Like Joe Rogan said, some people, they just take chunks of their brain and they just throw it away and say, we don't need this.
Yeah, but if you think about it, what would that kid have grown up to be
You don't know.
if both of those
Could've-
parents were fucking idiots?
Could have been the president.
That's
Could have been the next Hitler. You don't know.
It's true. We could have gotten rid of Hitler. Think about it.
They could have started a colony on Mars.
You know, that's a good
Mars
point.
colony.
That's a good point. Unfortunately,
Fortunately, we already did that in the movie, so.
if animals could talk, which would be the
Didn't he
rudest?
get left there?
What?
Martian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
No,
left
he didn't
there.
get left there.
I thought he got left
I
there.
thought he got scooped back up.
They
Well,
even got
at the
him.
end of the
Yeah.
movie,
He
yeah.
got left there in the beginning, then he was a botanist, so he started growing shit.
Yeah. We love
It
botany.
was a pretty sick movie.
It was a good movie.
Never finished it.
Really?
I liked it.
Yeah.
You never finished it.
It's
Huh?
such a good movie. It was good.
Was that Matt Damon?
It was Matt Damon.
Good looking dude.
I would say I got him and I think Ben Stiller mixed up for
Yeah,
when I was
how-
younger.
how?
They don't look anything alike, but I couldn't.
Matthew
No,
McConaughey.
it was him and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Bro, young Leo, oh my god.
Young Leo, he could get
I'd have his
anything.
I'd have his children.
I have.
I'd have his chode.
Nah, he's definitely well hung.
He has to be, dude.
He has to be.
Imagine him looking like that and just have a,
It just ruined
a little
it.
guy. Like,
I mean, it's like a 99%. Like I could get rid of. Like I'd be okay with a solid 2-incher if I had
hard?
Leo.
Like a hard 2-incher?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, it must be a shower then. I don't know.
I'm talking Leo here.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have an Oscar, does he?
He's got one. He
Got
got it
one
for
finally.
Revenant. He had to eat a bear heart for it, but
It took him long enough. Right?
yeah. Cole, would you eat a bear heart?
Probably not.
A
No.
raw bear heart.
Whatever gets you gained.
I mean, if Bear Grylls can do it, I can fucking do it.
No. Bear Grylls did some stuff that I don't want to do.
You know, he like actually like did that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like he probably didn't like starve the whole time, but like when he picked up that camel poop and like squeezed it out and got the liquids out of it, like he actually like you just can't fake that. I don't think. I mean, you could, but like I don't know how you would do it.
Yeah, I would not do that.
I think it'd be cool to like go on the show with it though.
It would be cool. It would be cool to watch him drink his own piss. I would not want to drink his piss though.
Nope, I enjoy the nice amenities of life.
Do you know Mel B from America's Got Talent?
Yes.
She got stung or like something happened to her when they were on the show, and he got stung and she peed on his hand to like stop the sting.
Yeah.
She Posh Spice?
Scary Spice, I think. I'm gonna look it up
Spice
because
Girls?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what she was on.
No,
Yeah.
but, like I'm saying what Spice?
Mel B, which
what's
Spice?
Oh, they had different names.
Yeah.
You can Postmate 7-Eleven? Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
you
good.
can. Postmates is getting like big.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I said yeah.
You said
You said yeah.
the little Aaron.
I just make noises.
She was Scary Spice.
Who was
excuse me.
Posh? Was that David Beckham's wife?
Posh
David Beckham. He's
Spice. Wow,
David
that's the
Beckham's
first.
got some good-looking kids.
Victoria
Like, that sounds
Beckham,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's like that.
She's okay. Yeah, certain pictures. That picture was a bad picture.
Yeah, I know my Spice.
She looks more like
Cool,
Scary
trying to
Spice.
flex it. Yeah, I know my Spice Girls.
All right.
This is a good one. Your thoughts on Scientology?
It's a cult. I'm calling it.
But it's technically a religion.
I don't even know what it is. I just know
Okay.
it has like a cult-like base.
So
It's really fucked.
I will try to explain this to you the best that I can.
Leah Remini used to be.
Once you get out of there's really
Scientology.
no getting out of it.
Well, Leah Remini
They follow
left.
you.
She like left it.
But like
She-
once you leave, like you're out of it, but like you're not. You know what I mean? Like there's still like.
she has a
people
show how
there.
like she's like not with it anymore. Like she's nothing.
She's
She has nothing to do with
You are
it.
nothing. You are nothing without
My
Scientology.
mom saw the building of Scientology in
Really?
Cali. Yeah,
That's
she
interesting.
picture of it, sent it to me.
We drove by it, didn't we?
No.
Shit. I'm making shit up. Anyway,
Yeah, what are you
so
doing?
let me explain Scientology the best that I can. This may be completely wrong, but when I say that it is ridiculous, it is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not making this up. I heard this somewhere.
Where?
South Park. But
Oh.
they
Oh.
prefaced it, and I did my research, and I will do my research right now.
You realize how they described Mormons, right?
Yes, and
Yeah, and the Mormons loved it.
they did.
They were like,
Because
yeah,
Mormons are
That's
not
true.
inherently angry creatures.
they're
They're
creatures. You're gonna generalize a religion as a creature?
look, Mormons. You can say whatever you want about a Mormon, and they'll just be like, "All right, that was funny, that was fair."
Hey, you're right.
They're just genuinely nice people. You can't. I have yet
Have
to.
you met a Mormon?
I have met 3 Mormon.
Met a barn full of
This is
Mormons.
really weird.
Mormonism.
This is really gonna change the subject. The other day I was on Pornhub. I was just looking, like browsing, and there was like this one that popped up, and it was like 2 girls take their virginity from a Mormon dude, and it was like it just kind of like resonated with what
No,
you were
I
saying.
s- I
You
saw that- I saw
There was
it.
like 2 of them sitting on
It
the
was
couch.
trash though.
You watched it?
It was
So I
trash.
thought about it, but I was like, I don't really know what a Mormon is. Like,
Bro, sometimes the titles just get you. Sometimes you just gotta watch it because of the
yeah,
title.
but like,
I'm like, interesting.
sometimes you don't have to watch it. Though. Do you swipe on the video and see the little?
Oh, the
clip?
preview, yeah.
Yeah, I always do that because like I'm not trying to get into some weird shit.
No, but
But
sometimes the
sometimes I
titles
just
draw
open
me
it
in.
just to see what's good.
Okay, so I apologize for cutting you off.
No,
So-
I'm not talking about porn anymore.
Scientology believes that there was this ancient alien being, Xenu. And Xenu crashed down to Earth and his body exploded, scattering his body parts everywhere into the universe.
This sounds like a South Park.
This is legit, Cole. I did research. I'm not kidding. This is what they believe. Now they have, they think that the spirit is immortal and all this shit. So basically, they've adopted like basic religious beliefs, but they believe that what they do is they have these e-meters and they register
And Evie.
they register something in you. I think it's an it's something in your body. It's total bullshit, but you hold on to it and it'll tell you if your e-meters are up or not. And then if you have a certain amount, you're allowed in the church. Well, of course, every time somebody takes it, they're like, wow, your e-meters are really high. You should join the church or Scientology. And, you know, it's just, they prey on people that are lost and that really don't have a place. And so they go after them and then they bring them in and then The real, like, it was made by a science fiction writer named L. Ron Hubbard.
And I think I heard something, I think from Joe Rogan, said this man never made a second draft.
Exactly.
Everything he's ever written in his entire life was the first draft. So like, pretty much everything he's saying is bullshit.
He just kept writing. It's like, imagine you started a story and then you continued it.
And you didn't go back and edit anything.
Yeah. Like, so you're even contradicting yourself because you didn't, like, take the time to proofread.
The only reason it's not a cult is I think, well, pretty much it is a cult, but it's not a cult because the only reason it's a religion is because they get money from their people, and then, like, they're non-taxable, I think.
That exactly, and that's why
they turned into a religion, because
Yeah.
the state can't, or the government, whatever, can't tax them. So everything they're getting is just into
and
them.
the reason why his he kind of created this in the first place, he couldn't get his book published because it was a shitty book. It was a ripoff of who wrote Cthulhu?
I've never heard of that.
I've heard of Cthulhu.
Really?
I don't know who wrote it.
Shit, I know his name. Whatever. It was a series of books that they're basically the premise of very dark science fiction that have to do with monsters and everything, and it was a ripoff of that, but just not good.
Mm-hmm.
And so when his book wasn't getting published, he decided to turn it into a religion. So that he could get money from it.
Might as well just fuck around and write some BS and call it a religion.
Yeah.
If it's that easy.
Yeah, I mean, here is 5 of the church's strangest religious ideas, and if my computer would load, then I would have it pulled up. Here we go. So, yeah, Xenu. According to, I told you I'm not making this up.
Oh, I know you're not. It just sounds so ridiculous.
The creation myth goes like this: there was a galactic confederacy. Oh my God, it's Star Wars. An ancient organization of 76 planets having existed for 20 million years. And I'm getting this off of allthat'sinteresting.com. I just got to cite my sources here.
Yeah.
Having existed for 20 million years, the planets were struggling from extreme overpopulation. Fearing he'd be thrown out of power, Xenu gathered billions of his people, froze them to capture their souls, Thetans, and transported them to Earth, called Tegeac. Teegeeack. For elimination. He dumped them at the bottom of volcanoes and then destroyed them in a series of nuclear explosions, killing all but a few and sending their souls into the air. Once in the air, the souls were captured by Xenu, who then implanted into them misleading information, including concept related to all of the world's religion. So he's going back and he's like, this is why all of this exists, because Xenu said so. He wanted you to not believe. But now because I'm such a genius, I'm telling you that he made it up. And this is a lie. Xenu's real.
Sounds like a load of bullshit to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla.
E-meters Reger Thetans or whatever they're called.
Wild stuff. Crazy how people can get brainwashed and believe that.
They believe that humans evolved from clams. According to this website.
Could you imagine being a clam?
I always wondered, have you ever seen them dig into the sand?
Their tongues.
Like, I didn't know those things could move.
Or muscles.
They both
all do?
Yeah, any of those shelled mollusks.
Not a big fan of shellfish.
No, I'm not either.
Well, more of a salmon guy.
I love crab.
Really?
I love
I like a nice salmon with like some nice garlic mashed potatoes and asparagus.
See, salmon's a little too...
Is it too fishy for you?
A little too fishy. Like, I don't know.
Like, if it's cooked right, I like it.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had good salmon.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta get yourself some good salmon.
Absolutely. Good salmon is good salmon.
Not a big fan of sushi either. I don't like raw fish.
Ooh, that's where I have to... I
like
love sushi. I love the rolls, like the rice rolls. But I've also had sashimi, which is
I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, it's good. I had it one time, but it was solid.
Yeah.
But I do prefer the rolls. I like the fancy rolls. The one that I get back home. It's called
Is that that place that you wanted us to go to when we were there for the Stevenson game?
Yes, that is a...
With the yum sauce?
Yes,
Oh, the
that's
hibachi.
that is that's not the restaurant that I get this. I do have a roll that I get there. I forget what that one's called. I think it's the haru. No, the haru roll is what I get. No. The haru roll is what I get there. Yeah, that one's good. That one has like fish eggs on top. It tastes amazing. Yeah, so good. But then
Fish eggs.
the one that I get is a spicy Jamie. They have this like sauce that they put on it. It's so good. But yeah, I have a question. This is
Why are you looking at me? I'm
yeah,
so nervous.
it's on my list. This is one that I think that I found interesting. I tried to ask it earlier, and if anybody heard it, I wanted.
Oh, the animal one?
Yes.
I think we heard it, but we started talking
I
about
know.
or something.
It was important. You guys had a. It was important that you guys got that. I just wanted to answer it for anybody that cares, which might just be me.
Probably.
But if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
The rudest?
Yeah. I think the easy answer is seagull, but no, I don't think that it would be them.
Canadian geese.
Yeah, they seem like
I don't know
assholes.
though. They're Canadian though.
Have you ever met a Canadian? Kind of nice people. I've heard them talk on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I said like they might not be.
Yeah, but they shit everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
as the one girl
The
said,
Canadian goose is a dickhead.
look at all those chickens.
Look at all those Canadian geese.
That would have sounded weird. She probably doesn't know what they are, though.
Why not? Probably not.
I lost my thought.
Aaron had a good one. I saw it. I saw it in his head.
Animals. I think birds would be assholes.
Yeah.
Not
I was
seagulls,
thinking
though.
some types of birds.
I think seagulls would actually be really friendly. They're just trying to eat. They're just hungry.
There's just pigeons might be. They'd be pretty rude.
I like
I mean, they
Yeah.
can. New York pigeons in particular.
They just want food.
Yeah.
I feel like skunks would just be stoners.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause they
that's-
just
yeah.
smell like shit. Yeah.
Just letting it rip
Skunks
everywhere.
being stoners, I
Yeah, just
love
letting it
that.
rip everywhere and just be like laughing about it. Just walking around.
So you.
Got him.
You just, oh my god, if there was a skunk and if I heard a skunk go, I would lose my shit.
If Aaron died, he comes back as a skunk and just sprays us. Just comes into our apartment and just sprays us.
Maybe raccoons.
Yeah, I could see that.
Those are some feisty animals.
Facts.
I
I think sharks would be really nice.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be like
until they
cold.
mistake you for food.
They'd be intimidating. But like if you're like close with one, they're like your shark, and they would mess other people up for you.
Shark bait.
Would you do that for me, Cole?
I would do that for you.
I appreciate it.
Fish are friends, not food.
If I was a shark, I don't know. I don't think I'd be a great white. I think I'd be a tiger shark.
I'd be a sand shark.
Sand shark? Oh, they're pussies.
I like
Exactly.
hammerheads.
That's why I'd be a sand shark,
I
Austin.
like hammerheads. They're sick. They have a sick head.
Yeah, fucked up eyes.
Imagine. Are they turned in or do they face out sideways?
Well, I think they're on the sides.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
are they still looking forward or like where's it looking?
It's
I can-
like
I can tell you.
it's like zebras, right? And like deer, they have eyes on the side of their head so that they can
For
see
some reason,
predators.
I really didn't think that's where you were going with the zebra thing. I was
Same.
like, are they white with black stripes
Yeah.
or black with white stripes?
Actually, Kayla and I had that conversation the other night when we were laying there watching the movie. I got bored in the movie, so I was like, "Are zebras white or black?"
They're black. They're black with white stripes. I'm calling it.
No, they're
with
white.
black stripes.
Because their underbelly is white.
Yeah, it's just like tigers and stuff like that.
Mm.
They're
Mm.
orange with black stripes.
So I figured out the hammerhead thing. I've got a picture of it up on my laptop right now. It has to load. But what it looks like is like they're on the front of this. You know what I mean? On the
Mhm.
front of the side. So like,
Okay.
yeah, they're just really like they're.
Yeah.
Wait, I lied. They're like on the side here. Cole, you can see it. See, they're like on the sides. Like they really can't see anything in front of them.
Interesting.
They just know everything around them except where they're going.
What are those talking creatures from South Park?
I don't watch South Park.
Which ones?
The ones that have a name that just terrorize people.
The talking creatures.
The member berries? Wait,
It might be
It sounds like a
I'm trying to
drug.
think. Was it an
Very
older
small
episode or?
purple things?
talking animals from South Park.
Oh wait, are you talking about the Christmas critters?
Yes, the Christmas critters. No, they gave me a movie. Gosh darn it,
I'm
too.
getting a phone call from Cincinnati, Ohio. Should I answer it?
Oh, that's something. So I've been getting a
Wait,
call.
should I answer it or not? Put it on speaker?
Yeah, put it on speaker. Why not?
Hello? Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, I've gotten calls like that too, where I answer and then they hang up. But I got one that really was like that. This one was weird. So, been getting a call from Blaine, Pennsylvania, and I didn't even know that existed.
I know of a Blaine, Minnesota.
And it kept calling me, and I've been ignoring it. And then recently, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna answer, because maybe it's somebody that's actually trying to get a hold of me, or maybe I can get this telemarketer to get off my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first time I answered, it immediately hung up, and I was like, okay, that's a little weird. I was like, so it's probably just a telemarketer, and there's probably like at the end of the cycle.
Yeah.
But then the second time that I answered it, that's when it got weird, because it was this woman or this girl. Like, she sounded like probably like mid-20s, like early 30s, like, you know, like a
woman.
A woman grown up. And she was like, hello. She's like, this is Amanda. How are you? And I said, good. How are you? And then hung up. And it was just weird. And like, I looked it up because I was like, what the hell? And I don't know if this is the same scam, but there are telemarketer scams that if you say, they'll ask you like, can you hear me? And if you say yes, they'll record it, and then they'll hang up, and then they'll use your voice saying yes for stuff. And I don't know what they're using it for. But
yeah, for like companies that have like voice sensitive stuff, they use it for that.
That makes sense. I've been getting this phone call from like Harrisburg, and I definitely know it's probably not real because my brother was kind of getting a similar phone call. But so they call me probably like once a week maybe, and it's like some dude, and he's like, hey, blah blah blah. There's some legal issues regarding your social security number and your name, like this and that. You need to contact us for an attorney and all this other bullshit. And I'm just sitting here like, nah, I'm good. Like, you can, because it happened to my brother, and like my brother's been in like some like weird legal shit, and so he was like, oh, maybe it's real. And then like they called my mom then too at some point, and like we were just like, no. And I was like, if you really need me that bad, like you'll come and find me.
yeah.
If it really is regarding my social security number and like legal issues, you would have came to wherever my location is right now.
Yeah, with stuff like that, they will mail you. There's a big scam. I don't know if you guys have ever been. Have you heard of the IRS scam?
Funny story about the IRS. I actually got something in the mail from the IRS, and it's like something like $15 for my tax return that they never gave me. And like they sent me a check, and I never got like the check. I never turned the check in. So like if I want that $15, I have to call the IRS, but I'm so afraid to call the IRS because it's the fucking IRS.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna keep an eye on you. But my dad got a call from them, and he was like, that doesn't make sense. So we looked it up, and it turns out it's a scam. Like, of course, the IRS is never gonna call you and say that you're gonna be arrested in 24 hours.
They would send you something.
But we called him back, and we got this guy, and now I don't mean to be offensive here.
You're gonna offend me.
It was an Indian, and he was like, hello. It's like, and then we were like, we got a call saying that we were going to be arrested from the IRS. He was like, oh, yes, sir. You're going to be arrested in 3 days if you do not give me your social security number so I can get this fixed. I work with the IRS. And then we asked him, we were like, what's your name? And he said, my name is John Jones.
It's a fucking UFC fighter.
Yeah.
John Jones, yeah.
I was like, your name. Your name is John Jones. I was like, I don't know. I don't know many Indians with the heavy accent named
They have a
John.
white name.
Yeah.
Not that they can't have it, but
Yeah.
they just don't.
Yeah.
I was Little Pump hanging out with Riley Reid.
Who's Riley Reid?
Porn star.
Yeah.
Why do you think you'd hang out the porn star?
I
You
don't
tell
know,
me.
it's just an interesting picture. Like,
I saw that picture a while ago.
follow Stay Fishy Official to see what Little Pump does to Riley Reid.
Stay fishy official?
Yes.
Wow. It doesn't sound fishy.
Right.
What kind of cult would you like to start?
Oh, I must have said something terrible. Okay. For some reason you said cult, and I just thought of KKK. I would never engage in any of that, but like you said cult, and I just, because white supremacists is what I've been learning about. I don't know. I don't think I'd start a cult. Cults are too much work.
Yeah, it is.
The
You have to get
Waco cult is pretty
You have to
sick.
brainwash all of them.
Like I
what?
find it so cool how they just like hunkered down and like fought the
Wait.
fucking military.
The what?
Oh wait, I think
The
I have heard
Waco,
of that.
Texas.
Is that the
cult.
people that like?
They were, like,
Oh, yeah, I know
they
what
were,
you're talking about.
in a church. Or
Didn't the
something
building
like
burn down or
that. They
something?
did something.
Yeah,
like that.
they burnt their building
Yeah,
down.
they burnt the
Yeah,
building
Crazy
down.
shit.
Like the
That's
leader,
nuts. Like that is crazy to think.
It was
people think
100
like that.
it was like 100 people that burnt alive
Yeah.
because the leader, but he burnt with them. Like he wanted to die with them.
That's some crazy like cult shit.
That is ridiculous. Like That's nuts to think about.
It's low-key kind of cool to think about,
Yeah, that's
like
why
how,
I love it.
how it
It's
like
sick.
all like
That's not
happens
sick,
and
like
like
it's
no,
sick
but
to
like
think
the way
about.
that like that shit works and how you can just get 100 people to burn with you.
Mhm.
Like what? How do you, like where did
How
I
do you-
find these crazies?
Yeah, how do you have that much power? Like, it's insane. Like, I mean, I think if I'm remembering this correctly, I think he would trick women into all being married to him. Like, they're all his, and he.
So it's kind of like the sister wives thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and that was where and they had to do like favors for him, and I could be mixing up two cults. Cults are they kind of all run together for me, but like I feel like I heard that like they would have to do. Oh no, I am mixing this up. This is another story of I gotta look this one up because is it carry on?
I think it's kind of hard to like mix cults up in a sense. Oh, anyway, we're not even about cults because we were talking about Texas. You know how Texas had like that Draw Muhammad contest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That shit was wild, bro. Cause I for some reason during this whole podcast I've just thought about like Joe Rogan and like his comedy skit and how fucking funny it is and like Draw Muhammad contest and like how a woman was guarding the White House and they got broken into. Like no comments about that because I don't want to piss anybody off. But
Okay, so I know it's called Nixium, NXIVM.
it sounds like a scientific element.
Yeah, so this guy, the guy that created this group, he's a genius. Like he is ridiculously smart, but he knows it. And he has these outrageous claims that that his IQ was 200 something, that
Is that even possible?
he was completely verbal by 9 months or a year or something, like
Completely verbal, like
completely verbal. And like and he said that he is Guinness World Record like for highest IQ, which is true. He did actually win that award. And he started this business, but it was a pyramid scheme. And it kind of devolved into this like sex cult.
Hey,
It's insane.
Aaron, would you join it?
maybe.
But he gets people that are so high up. I mean, he was rich, so he had some like money, but like these people had to just pay to be a part of this, and he was getting some high name people. He got the Dalai Lama, which I don't know I think is it Taoism
What's Taoism?
it's Buddhism.
Oh.
But the Dalai Lama is like super high up, and he's promoting this. And I don't know exactly, but yeah, what ended up happening? The guy just got arrested because he would brand these women. Like he would bring these women in, and then he would coerce them for sex and brand them. Like there were women that were speaking about like their issues.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that he would have two of the other women that were already branded hold the woman down, and then a third one would brand her.
Damn.
And they just had to sit there and just listen to the woman scream in pain.
That's like low-key so smart because like once you brand somebody, like they're your bitch. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I branded a kid. We said I could. You know Jordan McMullen, Cole?
I was there for that.
Yeah, I branded Jordan McMullen. This one of my friends were at his house, and we were just having a fire, and I was like, "Yo, let me just brand you." He was like, "All right." So I pulled out a piece of wood from the fire and put it on his arm.
Made an F.
It did make an F.
Wow.
Were you also there for the time? We had a fire in his backyard, and then he went to get rid of the ashes,
Yeah.
and he went down to like
Yes, I was
a
there.
water drainage area, and there was dry pine needles all around it, and he dumped burning like coals onto dry pine needles. We're walking down the road, and we turn around and like look at his house because it was like perfectly like in line with the road that we were walking down. Cause I don't know where the fuck we were going, but we might have been going back to Nate's, and we just see smoke from behind the house, and we're like, "Yo, is that smoke?" And they were like, "Yeah." So we ran back, and then we had to. The sad thing was, it was like behind his neighbor's house that we dumped it, so his neighbor's house could have caught on fire. So we grabbed this hose, tried to fill up buckets of water, but his hose had holes in it.
Yeah.
That was so hard to say. And then his mom was pissed, and we were never allowed to have a fire there ever again. So it was burned down his neighbor's house. And the thing is, they never woke up for it. And we were like screaming, and it was wild shit.
All right, so If all the states in the United States were represented by food, what food would each state be represented by?
That's a stupid question.
Think about it. All right. Well then,
Alaska crab, Wisconsin would be their cheese, like balls of cheese that are fried.
you guys are thinking too. You got to think abstractly. I was thinking like California's a kumquat because California's pretentious.
You're getting way too deep with.
I know.
This question is meant for someone like Anthony.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anthony would be, or Colin. Colin would be like Minnesota.
Colin would eat this up.
I'll be like, I don't care as long as the wall gets built.
As long as the wall gets built and the Earth is 6,000 years old.
And I don't get any more dry handies.
On our futon.
I refuse to sit on that thing for a solid.
Dry
month.
handies are so overrated. Actually, they're not even rated.
That's what they say.
That's how
It's kinda
overrated they
there.
are.
Dry handies are like for girls that like don't want to. You know, a girl doesn't want to like do anything with you when you get a dry handy.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, I'm just here to be here. I'm not drunk anymore. Like,
No, it's just to shut you up.
yeah, but like that just wouldn't shut me up. I would just remove your hand and go to sleep.
Try this again later.
No, I'd just be like, leave. Like you need to leave.
Like, you're wasting my time. I could have a different one here.
I could just use my own hand
Facts.
with lotion. Like, you know what state sucks?
What state?
Fucking Oregon.
I forget that that's a state. If I'm being honest.
I was there last year for spring break. Boring as fuck. Not boring as fuck, but like, ain't shit to do in Oregon.
I can't. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't really think of any exciting things.
It's kind of like Wyoming.
That's another state that I just forget about.
Kayla and I had this conversation last week that North Dakota and South Dakota should just become Dakota.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What's the difference in North and South Dakota? Nothing. What is there in North and South Dakota? Fucking trees.
If they do that, Puerto Rico needs to become a state because they can't break the even 50. I would have an aneurysm.
Alright, well,
Puerto
no.
Rico a state?
It's like
Oh,
it's a
never mind, no,
territory.
It's a territory,
It's
yeah.
territory. What'd you say?
I thought there was 51 states.
You can leave.
Nah.
I remember getting a math problem wrong in high school.
And you also thought you were
United
in a
States.
linguistics class for 4 weeks
I'm
when you were in the
pissed.
class on Native Americans.
I'm
So
so mad about that. I'm upset.
What did you think? Linguistics was a Native American word?
Well, okay,
Kinda
so
sounds
I wanted
like it
the
could be
intro
one.
to linguistics class.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked up the teacher because that was the reason I was taking the class. And there's this, like, indigenous language. I just thought, oh, it's the same thing. It's just a different name.
Oh, cool.
So I've been in that class for 4 weeks thinking they just really put an emphasis on Native Americans.
You know what's funny though? Every time like I text you during the class, you reply with like
Dude, it's
that.
because it's a
and
study hall for me.
you're just like, yeah. You're like, I get so much shit done in that class. Like, what have you learned? Nothing, but I get so much done in that class.
Dude, it's bullshit. And the tests are take home. So,
I'll take
fuck,
home
I don't need to know
AKA
anything.
Google. It's like college, bro. Our college is so fucking easy.
No, it's not.
The
Science
criminal
is
justice department,
The CJ's easy,
90% of my
Science
tests are
wasn't.
take home and online and open
Yeah, that's
notes.
awesome.
And,
Shit, I
like,
need to switch my.
you get like a week to fucking.
And then you're an
take-
education major. You blow bubbles
You
for
you
class.
Okay.
No. You
You blow
sound like-
bubbles, you touch kids.
Guess what? What he
I
said?
touched their hearts, Cole.
Oh,
I
so
touched
you-
their hearts.
Oh, so you go inside them? Wild. All right, Evan, you're going inside kids.
Child man.
You're in a room for half a year and you complain about that.
Child body shot.
You're gonna be in debt as long as you're alive.
You're gonna drive a 2003 BMW to work every day because you think you're hot shit 'cause you're a teacher, but you're not.
And the kids are gonna hate you, and you're gonna think that they fucking love
Your
you.
job will be replaced by a computer.
He's gonna be the trophy wife.
No, I've actually like thought about being a teacher, but like I just like making fun of you because your
Side
major,
shit.
your major's dumb.
Bro, that's always the backup. Teachers always back up. If you ever
It's
get
not
that-
like
I'd
that
love to
this
be a
semester.
history
This
teacher. I
semester,
love
this
history.
semester's just dumb. Like we, our first class in our long day, we are in there for 10 minutes or like 30 minutes, and it's like if they just switched that class and the other class, it'd be fine. Because this class, like, we start out the day with these basic questions like,
How old are you?
what is a neighborhood? Discuss with your class for 10 minutes. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I get it. These are things that we can use, but, like, why don't you give us a handout of this stuff? Why do we have to go...
You need a handout to know what a neighborhood is?
Oh, I'm not even... No, just what... I'm not even at...
Sides are left or right, but they're on the opposite sides.
I'm in a class about math. I'm just going to ignore that, Cole.
You can't ignore that.
Oh, that was good.
I'm in a class.
Knee slap around.
I'm in a class about how to teach math without teaching math, which is so stupid. We had I got so angry at my professor.
Were you?
We're
Gonna Ray Rice him?
I thought about it.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, he hit his wife, right?
In an elevator. He
Yeah,
socked
he
her.
beat the
Fucking-
shit out of
He
her.
didn't hit her. He fucking socked her.
Bro, it was a one-hit
She
fight.
took it.
He hit her and she hit the ground.
Oh, man's like 350. Nah, I'm kidding. But he's like 250.
Yeah.
Dude's big. It's a big dude.
It's a big black guy.
Yeah, he rocked her.
You wanna know what? You know,
Ray Rice
that's
is like
okay.
5'9", like 200.
Alright, shut
He's not that big.
we're emphasizing.
Okay, he kicked my ass.
Alright,
Aaron
everybody
kicked my
can.
ass.
You know who could kick your ass? Jake,
Jake
brother. And guess what? He can also out fucking drink you.
Yeah, absolutely. That
Yeah,
kid is
that's
a
sad.
fucking tank.
Oh, back to your ed major thing. Nothing should have made you question your choice to have that major to when it was like -10 outside and you didn't have heat in the building for ed majors.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous.
Therefore, nobody cares about the ed majors.
They really don't.
I could
They
have told you that from day
Even your
one.
teachers don't care. Like, how did she not let you out? Like, this
Well,
was
no.
ridiculous.
the
First
first
of
one
all-
did. The second one was just like, we're just gonna move rooms.
No, I would have been like, I'm leaving. I wouldn't even said that. I just would have got up and fucking left. Like, you're not gonna keep me here when I'm cold.
See, my problem is, like a big part of our grade is attendance.
And guess
Which
what?
fucking
Guess
sucks.
what you
Most of
didn't
the
do
classes
today?
I'm taking.
Go to class. Guess who was pissed off? Megan Hupp. Guess what? Lauren could have taken you to class, but you decided not to.
No,
go.
Lauren was in class,
Bullshit.
for the record.
Bullshit.
And two,
It's a shame.
the first morning one, that was just me being lazy. I woke up and I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to class. But then the second one, I locked my keys in my apartment. In the apartment.
In your
Our-
apartment. Oh, so
our
it's his apartment now. We don't live
Oh,
here.
wow, just taking ownership now, are we?
I claimed this house.
Let's
It's not even
clean
a
it.
house. It's just an apartment.
I don't like it. I don't like the concept.
What, Cole? Why don't you say it so
No, when
everyone-
his socks are on the side because they're.
Oh, rubbing his leg with my
Rubbing
foot.
my
I've
Oh.
been doing it for like 2 minutes and he's just been sitting there like, looks like he's about to cry.
I've
but,
just
like,
been looking at it like, I don't like this.
It's a bad touch.
This is-
Get your feet away from my laptop.
I will touch your laptop with my feet.
I'd like to
Touch
be a
these
college
children's
professor.
hearts.
That'd be sick.
Like Martine.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
No,
you
Art
don't do
Martine is the shit. bro.
Martine's awesome. I
This
love
man's
him.
like, these fucking people suck, and then he's like, oh shit, Jesus Christ, I should stop saying that. Ah, fuck. Like, wait,
Picked me again today.
dude, he was.
Dude, he
shit.
tried to get me. He didn't get me today,
No,
dude. My
no.
thoughts were in order.
No. He
I
should
got
have.
him.
He should have gotten you. He was actually looking for a response, and this is all Cole said.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted Cole to answer the question in his own way, and Cole was just like, "Yeah, I agree with what she has to say. It's a really good point." And he just laughed and like.
Well, because
called
I was like,
someone
victim
else.
blaming. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll write that down. And then he's like, oh, you're going to change your answer. I'm
Cole was
like,
like,
fuck
"Yeah, I really agree with what she has to say." And everyone just started laughing, and Martine just laughed and like shook his head like he normally does. And was like, "Other bitch," like talking.
Smart bitch.
The best is when he was like, "So, first degree murder," and you were like, "Yeah, that one."
Yeah, Martini got me. Dude, the best was when he...
No. Instead of the dark figure of so we were talking about like, we were talking about the
Dude, I
UCR.
put this as a quiz answer last
Yeah,
semester.
we were talking about like the Uniform Crime Report, which is some
Yeah.
shit in the criminal justice
Yeah.
system. We know about it, Evan. I don't know if you do, but it's not really that important. And so like, there's like the things that like aren't reported to the UCR
It's the dark.
are called the dark figure of crime.
Yeah.
And so Martine was looking for the answer, and like nobody knew it. And Cole was like, "I think I got it." Or no, you said, "I'm gonna redeem myself."
Yeah,
Like,
because I said something
yeah,
stupid
he
earlier.
said some dumb shit earlier, and he was like, "Martine, I can redeem myself." He's like, "All right, go ahead, Cole." Cole's like, "The dark hole."
No, the black hole.
No, the black hole. Cole was like, "The black hole," and Martine was like, "Yeah, the black hole." And Cole, it's the black. And
I thought he was serious. Like,
everybody
yeah.
else in the room like knew the answer except for Cole and I, and Cole was just like, "The black hole," like, yeah. And everyone else was just like, this dumb motherfucker, like. And Martine like acted like it was right for like 45 seconds, and then he was like, "No."
Dude, I put that on a quiz last semester. The black hole. And I tried to argue it last semester. And he
It's
won
kind of
it.
right, dark black.
Yeah, it's the same concept.
Fair enough. Yeah, then it just gets sucked
Dude, that-
up.
We had to like, Cole and I had to present our current events, and this man was like, we didn't present them that day because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. And Martine was like, "Who has current events?" Cole and I both raised our hand. He's like, "Oh, of course you guys do." I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like, you said we were doing that.
Last
Like,
semester, Cole, have you ever been tased? Me. No. Oh, you look like the person that just get tased for fun. Thanks.
Or
You absolutely do.
was that on
So
Tuesday
you're
when
saying
we
if we
gave-
buy a taser, you won't let us tase you?
let's just go get terrorists.
Wait, she
I heard
has
it doesn't
one?
hurt.
I thought about
Like hers, I'm sure actual
Yo,
tasers do.
I'm
But
surprised she didn't tase me.
she thought about
I'm
it.
down to
Did
get
she?
tased.
Probably.
Oh.
If I get drunk enough, I'd get tased. Or
Oh.
like pepper sprayed.
Or when another Martine cooking you moment. Was that Tuesday we did our current events?
I think so.
Tuesday we actually gave our current events.
I know.
And Cole's so it was like an article they had to like bring up about hate crimes and explain to the class, and he asked you like you just talked about it for like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole was like, he's like, anybody else have to go? And Cole was just like, yeah, you just like do mine. And he's like, all right. So we do Cole's, and Cole's like, yeah. So like this guy walks into a gas station and he's just trying to buy some cigs, and Martine's like, what? Cole's like, some cigs, and he was like, you mean cigarettes? And Cole was like, yeah, whatever. Cole's like, all right, guess I can't.
I knew when I said cigs and the entire class started laughing that I chose the wrong word to use.
But it wasn't even like wrong. You were just
No,
like,
it's just another word.
Everybody acted like they didn't know what a fucking cig
Yeah.
was. Like, cool.
Alright, fuck you guys.
This is why you're not gonna prosper. You want to street smart. You're like a Tony. Ignorance is bliss.
I don't even know what that
Because
means.
then you think you're right about everything.
We're just not feeling embarrassment.
That I would actually love that one.
Oh my
Get dubbed so many fucking times, you're just not embarrassed about it.
I know. Just continues the truck on.
Wow.
It's honestly admirable.
It's not admirable. It's
By
just-
now, at most point, most guys would have given up and just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life."
I mean, I
Nah, dude.
see, I accept that, and then like some little biddy comes along.
He just hands it to you. Here, take it.
You know, all you gotta do is break up with someone,
Dude.
and then bitches come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I saw
that's
a
the
little-
dating effect people always talk
facts.
about.
What's it called? A puppy? I saw a little puppy golden retriever today. Oh
Yes,
my
I did
God.
too. I was
It
so
was
fluffy.
adorable, dude.
Have you guys ever seen that corgi?
Yes, the corgi.
Some-
he loves jumping
some-
at people. It's so
Dude, some
friendly.
Asian guy, because I have a weird obsession with corgis. They're fucking adorable.
I
I'm
love
getting one.
corgis.
But like some Asian dude was walking him, and as I was
Oh, I
driving
see.
to
Yeah, I saw him
class,
today.
I dead ass thought about pulling over to pet it or to knock his ass out and take it. One of two things could have occurred, but I was like, look, like I'm 21, I'll go to prison, I'll get raped. And I was like, I'm a tall white dude, like they won't do that. And I was like, wait, but like if I stop here, then that's weird. So I didn't do any of it.
Oh, the puppy like jumped up at me and I pet. Oh,
Oh, you should take him in.
dude. And it was like an Asian guy who had it. So like,
You know that like that French bulldog that's here, the little gray one.
yeah,
With the
they live
blonde
on.
owner.
Yeah,
They
She
live on
never-
Lauren and Haley's floor.
She never lets anyone pet it.
yeah. She
Oh,
just
she's
puts it in the
so
corner
nice.
to
Really?
sit.
But you have to be with a dog, and she's nice to
Oh,
you. When I went down,
no.
she likes
Dalmatian girl, she hates letting her dog.
Dalmatian girl.
Yeah, Dalmatian girl.
Yeah, she's like mean.
No,
Is
she's
it?
she's
Like with the dog.
no. The dog's just like very like Dalmatians are very energetic dogs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so the dog, like the best moment of my life was when we were in the elevator together, and like she couldn't control it from jumping on me, so I just had a little moment.
Oh, I was
And
there.
then I was like, no, I was by myself. It
Oh,
happened.
really?
Then in my mind, I was like, I probably would fuck you, but not the dog. Her. I was like, Cole, was that you? The one night you and I were drunk as shit. It's when I hit my head.
We
I think.
walked back,
We walked back, and there
and
was
they
like
were leaving. Yeah.
4 or 5 bad bitches with Dalmatian girl, and they were just like,
Yeah, you guys told me
Yeah.
about this when I came back.
They
I
were,
was just like,
they were
what?
just like, oh, you're tall. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god.
You're like, they were throwing down. I was like, wait, what?
I was like,
oh.
y'all should have came through. Like, no, we're just some
Oh,
college
oh.
kids. They're grown ass
Oh,
people.
okay.
Like, they're not just looking for a fuck.
I don't know. They might want to fuck up their lives. You never know.
We can do that. It's FGR. I don't think you can FGR like a grown ass woman.
Yeah, I don't think that works like that.
No.
She'll definitely find you.
I mean, I live right here,
I know.
so like she's across the hall. So yeah, she'll find it. Yeah. I can't believe that concept works.
The dating concept?
The FGR.
Oh.
Not a dating concept.
Yeah, I don't know what that effect is. Where like
What?
they see a guy that's in a relationship just get out of a
I
relationship.
don't think
and
that-
now they want him.
That's true. That's like the easiest pussy I've ever got in my life for like a month. And I was just fed up with it.
Moving on.
Yeah, because it gets bad. It gets boring after a while.
Oh, one that just lay there, yeah.
Yeah, or queef on you.
Yeah, both of
Oh
them.
god.
They both queefed on me. That's what happens when you hit a doggy and just go in.
Yeah, you're forcing a lot of air in there.
Yeah, and this comes out.
I remember that night. That was a weird night.
What night? Oh, that's when the cops came, right?
We went because we went to swim. That's
You
the
were
night-
there?
That's yeah. It's
We
the
went
night,
to. Yeah, because.
It's the night you and her met.
Yeah, and then she
Wait,
came over here.
No,
you
it
were
was
there,
fun.
but Austin
Wait,
and I were the ones that walked out. Where were you?
Yes,
What are you talking about?
because we got
Yeah,
kicked out. And
it
you're
was
like,
me and
where you
Austin.
going?
No, no, because
No, I left early.
The first night.
Because I was. Like,
Oh, no, the first night.
Lazy.
No.
The first night.
I
we didn't
remember that.
I
now.
was there for a little bit. Yeah.
We didn't fuck the first night because I think she was sober and I was drunk, or some shit happened.
That was a different night.
Oh.
The
Some
first
shit
night was
happened
the
and we
one when
didn't
she got
fuck.
kicked
And then
out.
the second night, Jason and everyone else was there because there wasn't shit going down. I think it was was that a Saturday night?
I think so.
Probably
Yeah.
a Saturday night. And
It
then
was.
that's when like Jason was like, "Bro, she just wants to fuck you," and I was like, second time I haven't said a word to someone. They were just like, "I just want to fuck you." I was like, "Lit." And then Evan and I ran the fucking table on Pong for like
Absolutely.
Dude, we ran that shit for like an
dicked
hour,
on
like
people.
an hour and a half, and then I was like, "Bro, I just gotta get off." And then right as that happened, we went to talk to her, and then they came in. It was like, "Everybody get the fuck out." Like security or whatever.
This is a nice apartment complex, and you guys are throwing a party
And
and
then-
being too loud.
And then we dipped, and I was like, "Where are you going?" And she was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Just come through to my place." And then we fucked. The only good thing about
Oh, I hooked you up for that. Give me credit.
No.
Give me credit.
Jason hooked him up
Yeah.
for that.
the best thing about that was anytime I would fuck her, I'd wake up and she would be gone. And I would like,
It's nice.
I wouldn't get anything on my phone from Snap or anything about like thanks. It was just like, I'm gonna fuck
That
you
day
and
was
leave.
so great, Austin.
And then she called on. I was only hitting her up on like Saturday nights when I was like drunk as fuck.
Yeah, and then she figured it out.
Yep. Now we're both in happy relationships.
She's in a relationship.
I don't know. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She
Don't know
had
the
a
benefit
snap
of that.
story with a guy.
Yeah. I think like once she figured out I was kind of a dick about that.
These last few questions are beat.
Yeah.
If you were wrongfully put into an insane asylum, how would you convince them that you're actually sane and
That's
not?
a terrible.
Yeah, pretending to be
Yeah.
sane.
That's why I haven't been asking them.
Bro, I would just want to be the Joker and just like chill in there till like Harley Quinn came and broke me out because she's bad as fuck. Shout out Harley Quinn.
I see this.
If you were transported 40 years into the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove that you were from the future?
You just wouldn't have clothes, and you'd have a whole different slang and everything.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to communicate.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd find the nearest disease that I'm cured from being vaccinated and just like test it. Be like, yeah, see, I'm alive. Be like,
Malaria,
what?
Aaron.
I can do that.
Malaria. And then everybody would just start injecting themselves with malaria and die.
I know. They're
You know,
like, what?
only the
They
sickle-
test it too.
The
It's just like,
sickle cell ones would survive.
well, it doesn't say where
Aaron
you
would raise an
transported.
army of sickle cell warriors.
Oh,
It's-
you want to know something weird about Mackenzie?
What?
So whenever she comes, not weird, but like, it's not that bad. I'm friends with her now. Anytime she comes into like their apartment, she always keeps her backpack and her coat on.
Yeah, you
the
said
one,
that.
yeah,
That's right, you
yeah,
said
the one
that,
time
yeah.
I was there and like, she was there for like 20 minutes and she was just standing and we were talking about some shit. It was like one of the first times I met her in their apartment at least, and like she just had her backpack and shit on. And Kayla was just telling me, she was like, "Yeah, Mac's been here since 4 o'clock. And it's 8:25 now." And she doesn't have shoes or socks on, but she still has like her parka on, fully zipped up, just chilling for 4 hours, 4.5 hours in the parka.
Is she sober during all
Yes,
this?
yeah, sober every time.
I would always question that. Just like, you good?
I would love to get a huge fish tank and just
Swim in it.
ball it
No.
with it. Just get some sick fish. That'd be sick.
I want a lionfish, the one that like if it gets you, you can die.
Oh yeah.
My ex's grandpa had one of those, and he had like the EpiPens underneath it because like when you go to feed it and shit, if it gets you, you gotta.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, if what gets you? What kind of fish?
It's like a lionfish,
Oh
right?
yeah,
The
lionfish are
ones with
poisonous.
the
Yes.
long johns.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Coyote Peterson got like
Probably.
one of them. Yeah.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin, fucking Stingray.
Yeah, his daughter's kind of hot.
Yeah. They got a new show now.
Yeah, it's on Animal Planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never watched it though.
Neither have I. I've seen commercials for it on YouTube all the time.
One show on History Channel though, Swamp People.
Dude, I used
They
to
just
watch
hunt
that.
gators.
I used to watch that religiously, like.
It
back when
was
I
so
when I
entertaining
was in
for
high
some
school.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would always just go home and be like, oh, Swamp People are on. Just like put it on.
I literally watched.
Because it'd always be back-to-back episodes, and those
I
episodes
had
are like
that
an
shit
hour
on from
long.
like 7 to like 9 when the new episode came on.
Yeah.
That was the
I don't know why watching them hunt gators was so much fun.
Because
It
they
was
made it
just
so they made
entertaining.
it so dramatic.
They really did. Like, up, he's rolling around down there.
Yeah.
He's going for it.
Shoot
He's trying to get
Wait,
up.
do you know
Nope,
the
got
guy
him.
that's shoot him, Elizabeth. You know
Yeah,
that guy?
yeah.
Shoot him, Elizabeth, and she would just put a cab in his ass. Gators are.
I had to do my research.
Oh, Bindi Irwin.
She's 20 years old. You're good.
Good, I'm
You really want a meme there. Oh, we got him.
Everyone's like, oh, he's done. What if she?
I see what you mean, though.
Right?
Yeah. She blonde? I can't
It's
tell.
like
what
a
it is.
dirty blonde.
It's a super dirty blonde.
Yeah. Definitely that accent would be hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, when I put my... Next question.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here.
You
so I
like
can-
it, baby? Oh, it's great. I love it.
Hotter. Wait, no, that's Boston.
Yeah.
Like, most people don't know how to do an
Hot. I
Australian
like it
accent.
hot. Oh, fuck. You fucked me up.
He's Boston now.
I thought you said, for a second you said he lost now. I thought you said he's molested now. I was like, wait, that just molest his mind.
Harder.
You mind
Harder.
Hotter.
Harder. I
You know-
can't
you
do
know
it.
what you
You can't
sound
do it
like-
anymore.
You sound like the dad from the Wild Thornberrys when you did that.
That was such a good show.
Yeah, that shit needs to come back. Yo, kids today will never understand.
Yeah, they really won't.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Look
Rocket
here.
Power. Lick me.
Courage the
Look here, Eliza.
Alright, Evan, you're about to get
You
KO'd.
sound like Severus Snape.
Your accent, your things are going from one and transitioning perfectly into like something different.
Bro,
Exactly,
I finally
it's-
finished the Harry Potter movies. Randomly one day. Yeah, when I was just sitting in the living room just watching all the Harry Potter
Bro,
movies.
that one day you binge watched on like a...
Yeah, I did.
Wait, was that when we did the case race or the day after?
I think it
How
might
did you
have been, yeah.
function?
No, the
that,
case race the
dude.
day after. Aaron and I laid on the couch all day and we couldn't eat, we couldn't think about alcohol, we couldn't like talk to
Yeah.
each other, we just laid there.
Oh yeah.
This is why I
I
don't
remember
participate.
Haley got a
We want
video
that
of
shit,
you
though.
two just passed out on
Really?
the couches. Yeah,
Damn crazy. People really be taking videos of us. I also yacked like 4 times, but you know.
that was a bad night. That was
Very.
not a fun night. It was
No.
a fun night. It
You
was
think
not,
we would have yacked if it wouldn't have been expired?
Yes, no.
I don't know.
Cause what did I? I'd like
I really
11.
don't think a week old did anything to it.
I don't think
I
so.
think
either.
it was
The
like-
amount that we took in the
We
amount of
we
time.
drank a
But
lot.
that's
yeah.
no, it's different though, cause like I had like 9 beers in like an hour and like 10 minutes, like last.
Oh yeah, when you were playing the game.
And,
Beer
like-
bloats you, right?
and
So
you-
that's gotta.
And you add like
It's like milk.
You add
That's why you
2
gotta keep
beers to
burping.
that, like that's like the pace we did the case race.
Okay, I devoured Popeyes that night, so that's why I
This
threw
man
up.
died.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Where was I?
you're being a bitch.
You and Lauren were here because Lauren was drunk.
Wait. That's when.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you guys
right.
took care of Colin in this room that we're in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we laid his ass down here. Yeah.
Oh, I did get drunk that night. That was bad. I was not as
Wait,
bad as
is
her.
that when Lauren saw my dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren,
Oh,
dude,
shit.
swear to God, Lauren seen my dick. She says she hasn't, but like, okay, not this is weird. We're getting weird with it, but like, I was laying like this, and the door's perfectly in line, and light shined in. My dick was just hard right there. And her and I made eye contact.
You made eye contact.
Yeah.
She saw you and she was like, "Oh,
It's like I didn't open the door.
I was like,
it wasn't me."
my only reaction was, ah.
No, she didn't open the door.
Haley did.
Haley did, yeah.
She's like, "I know how to get her. I'm gonna make her see Austin's wiener."
And that was the last time I fucked her. Because after that, I deleted the snap.
No, you fucked her drunk the other night.
The other night,
Yeah,
really?
No,
No, chill.
Yeah,
Chill.
but that other time, you deleted it, then you re-added it, and then when you were drunk, and then you did
That
that. and that was
motherfuckers
the
kept
last
letting
time.
me re-add her. You guys aren't real friends.
Bro, I'm not here half the
Yeah,
time.
but you're not a real friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Austin.
Yeah, you put me on some bad shit. Not bad shit, but like you put me on some shit.
I just wanted you to get laid.
Put you in some fish market.
I was already like I
There's two
said,
ways
like I
that
said
could
with
be
the
taken.
dinner.
But like,
Salmon's my favorite fish.
just leave it open for interpretation.
Yeah, you got the listeners, not the viewers, can leave that up for interpretation.
Subtweet.
Oh God,
At Evan,
it's so bad. It's so bad. What are you looking up, Aaron?
are you going like to KT or open bar this weekend?
I was talking about that with Zane, and I was like,
I feel like it's not gonna be beat, but it's just not.
it's not gonna be as fun.
I'm just like I can't black out there.
You can't black out at a bar.
I mean, I could because it's KT, because I've walked that distance before, but like, at the
And
same
like
time,
now
it's
that
just
like
not.
Aaron, I'm pretty sure
It's
you
not
walked
motivation, too.
several
My
miles.
motivation is to get.
Bro, you're probably not wrong. The worst one was when I walked from Towers to Oak, didn't even live there, and then I walked back to campus. But I took the long ass way because I got lost. I was so drunk, I got lost. I took the road that leads to church. That leads to church road.
Damn.
Yeah, from that one, like that Wawa street
Yeah.
that we came up.
Wait, the one that we came up to one day when we were about to be late to the buses?
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
a side street before coming all the way
Yeah.
around. So like I took that side street, complete opposite direction of where I was, and I ended up coming back up Church Road to get back to the dorm, just completely blacked. It was bad. That's the longest walk I've ever had blacked out.
I've only walked once, and it was because okay.
You've
so-
only been out once.
I mean, okay, so I went out. It was like right after Sam and I broke up.
Who's Sam?
And like it was when you and I, Austin, when you and I were getting into little spats here and there. But like we had
When
just
was it, sophomore year?
yeah, it was I forget like what it was probably something.
Is that because I hid your keys and you couldn't find them?
No, I never
forgot that I
got
did that.
angry about you for that. Like I never got angry at you for that. It was just honestly just little stuff. But then I remember that we got along that day, and
Also,
you were
the
like,
rat
you
was
should come
fucking
back.
with him.
You should come back with me to the girls' house.
Wait, that's when we went to Lag's house and you and I walked back before and we
Yeah.
went and got Wawa.
Yeah, and then walked all the way to, and I was like,
And
I was
I
like,
walked from Wawa to Kaylee's.
yeah, and
place.
then we stayed there, and which was fine. But everybody else was a couple, and I was just sitting there like, okay, this is fun,
Yeah,
guys.
and then when they all got back, we all went to our rooms and had sex.
Exactly.
And everyone was just.
I
laying
could
on the couch.
hear it. I could hear. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I don't want to be here. But I was like, Austin, I'm just going to walk back. And you're like, no, stay. You can sleep on the couch. And of course, all the drunk girls over there were like, Evan, stay.
And,
Yeah, they
and
got
then like,
that
and then
one.
like,
Jay, we want you here. Oh my
and
gosh.
3 minutes after that, like, me and my girl got up and went to the room. Then the other ones left, and
Yeah.
all Evan hears is.
And I was just sitting there like, I was sitting
Next
here
time we'll
like,
have some mac and cheese for proper effects.
I was messaging anybody that I could, and it was just like, fuck. And I was, oh my god, I was laying there, and I could not sleep because I couldn't get the sounds out
Were
of
you
my head.
sober or
Sorry,
drunk?
I'm sorry you heard me having sex.
I sobered up so fast, and then I fell asleep. I woke up in the middle. I woke up super early.
Terrible drunk management.
I was
Right.
so tired, and I was just like, you
Gotta
know
make
what?
sure you're peak drunk.
Nobody was awake, and I was just like, actually, no. I found out later. Austin was awake.
Was I?
Yeah, you were finishing what you couldn't finish last night or the night
Oh
before.
no, yeah, because whenever I'm like in bed with a girl, like we always fuck and then I can't finish, and then we wake up like in the morning, we're just, damn, you heard me having morning sex?
Might as well finish.
Apparently, I went to the
wow.
bathroom and somebody was in the bathroom and had shower sex, like right before or after I went in there, and I found that out after. I don't
Might
know
have been
who
me.
it was. I don't know if it was you.
I've had a lot of sex in that shower. No, it was probably me because I don't think Shannon had shower sex in there because that was their bathroom. Kaylee's and Shannon's bathroom.
Yeah, so it was. I don't know. I just woke up and I was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here, or else I'm gonna hear some wild shit. Cause you know how girls be like when they're like after they're just like, oh my god, this is what, like getting so much detail, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. They forget I was there. So I got up and I walked out. It was raining.
I remember that.
I didn't have headphones.
I texted you on
I
my
was
phone.
in shorts. I don't know why I was in shorts.
I remember that because I was super high that night before. And I'm at our apartment and I see Evan walk in and he's just like, guess where I just walked from? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, the girl's house. And I'm like, oh, I've been here this entire time, Evan.
Were you there by yourself?
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, because
I
I got
remember
super high.
You,
Where was
I like
I?
texted you where you were.
You were out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just
Like,
like,
I walked back, I was like, damn, I would have taken you. You're like, no, it's okay. I was
I
like,
was hungry.
From what house was this from?
we walked from Lax house beyond Wawa.
Okay.
Because you and I dipped earlier than everyone else because that shit was getting kind of beat.
I always do.
They ended up coming back like 10, 15 minutes after us.
Yeah, and then I walked home. I remember I was just like, this is so long, and I just remember, and I was fucking freezing because I was in
It was
shorts.
a cold day. It was
Yeah.
It was rainy. I remember that.
Yeah, and so I just put on like music on my phone, and I was just walking like briskly, and I was just trying not to make eye contact because I was unmedicated at that point, so I was just fucking tweaking. I was just like, oh my god.
Just a fucking psycho just walking.
cold as shit. Shorts.
And, I mean, you
tweaking,
should have seen the way I walked. I was walking like this, like arms pumping,
jerking off the air.
like listening to some random ass
A
music.
nice little cross country skiing.
He's got Eye of the Tiger on, so you fucking.
Trying to pump myself up for this fucking like 3-block walk that I make seem like it's a fucking mile and a
Not
half.
that bad.
It's not that bad, but I made it out to be worse than
One
it
night,
was.
drunk, angry as shit, I walked there from the house. Yeah, I walked there.
Wait,
Then I
from
walked back
Emily's?
to Oak, and then I walked from Oak back to there.
To Emily's?
Abby, you don't remember that walk.
I was so numb. I got there soaking wet, and I was like, fuck it.
How'd you get here?
Fuck it.
I don't know.
Joe was like, I thought you went home. I was like, yeah, no, I came back. It's like, why? It's like, I came back.
I came back.
Freshman year, Lax house was a bitch near Wawa.
Yeah.
We got kicked out of there freshman year, and this was the night of The Conjuring 2 on campus.
Evan and I were watching that
Yeah,
shit.
we
Wait,
were.
you guys got kicked out?
Everyone got kicked out. Me, Justin, and Jay.
Yo, that's when you were tight as fuck with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
That's when they were here.
Yeah, facts. You guys were.
And we came back. We didn't have anything else to do, but we were like fucked up. And so we're like, let's go watch a movie. So we're just trashed sitting there watching The Conjuring 2. It was sick.
Okay, can I say
Wait, did everybody
something?
get kicked out because it was late or just because they needed
It was
to?
11 o'clock when everyone got kicked out.
Okay, yeah.
There probably
they
some,
had to.
that's like, I feel like
They said it
I
was
feel like
too many
then it
people.
was like they just got like shit just got cracked on more. Now it's just
Yeah.
now shit doesn't happen on the weekends here.
It's very three
'Cause I-
specific places.
Because I feel like a lot of people that throw down are like
Because there's only really 2 secluded houses. That Lax one, the field hockey one, which is stupid cramped, and then
but like recently there's been so many open bars though too.
Yeah, I know
Like there's one this
that's all the
weekend
older
and
guys are-
not next weekend but the fall. I'm going to Katie's. That's gonna be
They
lit.
said
Bro.
we're not gonna be back.
Who do we play?
Huh? Stevenson.
Dude, the game is at 1 and 3.
Somebody was saying
It's
it was
3
at
hours
5.
away.
Alright, if it's at 5, we'll get back at like it's not 3 hours, it's like 2 and 15.
It's true.
Dude, if,
Wait, no, because Chambersburg's like 2, and it's past Chambersburg.
No, yeah, Zane was the one telling me we weren't gonna be back in
Yeah.
time. Yeah, that's the Stevenson game.
So we just gotta
That's
whip them
Stevenson.
quick.
damn, I already said I'm going. I replied on Facebook.
So did I. I marked
I already
together.
SVP'd on Facebook.
All right.
So,
So, I think that was successful.
yeah, first podcast wasn't bad.
Well, I'll find better things to talk about than shitty conversation starter.
Icebreakers.
Not even,
Next episode.
not even icebreakers. We just gotta have
We need some icebreakers.
certain topics that any listeners that potentially see this would like us to
It'd be experimental.
dive into.
I think the next step is figuring out
I think we need a camera.
a name. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we need a camera just posted up in like the corner somewhere.
Yeah. Fuck
I
it.
know,
We'll just
I was
fuck
looking
We'll
around,
just
like,
get
where
different
can we
angles.
put
I'll
a
go
just us
hard
sitting here.
editing.
Yeah.
Fuck. This honey looks so gross.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a.
It's not even moving.
Looks like you came in your eye.
Oh yeah, we should end it on that.
And on that note, we all
Thank
need
you.
to depart.
Yes.
Go do our separate stuff. I still have to take an exam.
Alright.
Thank you for tuning in.
To our very
And-
first podcast, The 4 Roommates.
For broke cows, kids.